Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. You've probably worked out that we're not at the storage site today, nor am I away on holiday or documenting any of our adventures. Instead, I'm at home, and this video has got nothing to do with our caravan, it's got nothing to do with our adventures, it's nothing to do with anything I've covered before. This video, however, has been requested from me about 3 or 4 times over the past couple of weeks, and certainly since we documented our Devon trip, it's become more and more prevalent. This video is a how-to on how to create how-to videos, if that makes any sense. I've been asked by a number of people how I go about creating the videos, and I wanted to share with you how I go about doing that. The question of how I go about creating videos is quickly followed up by another question, which is what is the best kit to use when away? And I'll come back to the kit question in a minute. So to start with, on how we create videos, I wanted to just lay out some principles on how we go about doing this. First of all, you need to have in your mind a story. You need to have in your mind a beginning, a middle and an end of anything that you want to document, be it a how-to video that I've put together on how to do something or how to repair something. You'll notice that every video has an introduction, it has the content, and it has the end. Even our daily holiday videos, they had an introduction, the theme, and then the ending. So whenever you start a video, make sure you document or have in your mind something that you want to capture to create a tangible story. Now, when we were away on a holiday, I had no idea what the story was going to be because we were literally running each day as it came along. So for the times when you have no idea what you're going to cater for or document or have a story of that day, the best thing I can advise you to do is just to have as much footage as you possibly can. And that means have cameras rolling, or a camera rolling, as much as you possibly can. So the second question, what kit do I need to use? Well, to be brutally honest with you, the best kit you've got, the best camera you have, is the one that's in your pocket at the time you need it. And Tom and I went to the storage site a few weeks ago and we recorded a video, and to show you that you don't need expensive kit, I recorded the whole thing on my very beaten up iPhone 6. It's a well-used and a very unloved piece of kit that I own, and I've recorded the whole thing on this phone. And it just goes to show that it doesn't matter what camera you have, it doesn't matter what kit you have, you can still make a compelling story or usable video with anything that is in your pocket. So anyway, I said that Tom and I went up to the storage site a couple of weeks ago. Tom actually videoed me whilst I was creating the video, and he created a behind the scenes, and this is the first part in a 2-part series on how I create the videos, and this part focuses on the videoing and getting the story right and creating the content. The second part will be showing you how I edit it all together and some quick tips that I've learned as I've gone along on how to create it to be usable. So anyway, let's buzz over to the storage site now. Couple of weeks ago that Tom and I went up there, and you can capture the action as it took place. Okay, so here we are, we've arrived up on site now, and we're just going to set ourselves up and work out what we're going to do. But the very first thing I'm going to do is put my phone over here just to record a time lapse. And why do I record a time lapse? Well, it's really straightforward. It's a progression of time through the story. Nothing's happening, but it gives you, the viewer, the idea that something is happening as we are doing stuff. This footage may not make it, but it's better to have too much footage than not enough. If the job is taking too long, I can put this time lapse in and give the illusion of it happening quite quickly, and I don't need the camera rolling on me all the time that I'm trying to work out exactly what's going wrong. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Now in that 10 minutes or so it's going to take for me to create that time lapse, it's going to give me enough time to work out exactly what I want to record, where I'm going to film it, how I'm going to go about doing it. And today's job actually is just to replace a power outlet in the wet locker. Usually it would take me 2 minutes to do. It's just 3 or 4 screws, bang, bang, bang. But today, because I'm videoing it and because I want to show the actual job that I want to do. It's going to take an hour or so to record all the footage. So it gives you an idea of how long it takes to create a video. Now usually when Tom and I come up here to record our videos, we bulk up all our videos into one big day. We record about 4 or 5 in one go, because it's far more efficient on my time, because I'm a busy boy. I've got a job outside of this as well. Tom also has got other things he does as well. It takes so much time for us to record it all together. It's better on our time to record it in one day, do 4 or 5 together, got the footage, and then it takes me a couple of hours each night just to edit it all up together. So whilst that's doing the time lapse, I'm just going to work out where I'm going to stand, where I'm going to film it from, and how we're going to go about doing this. We're working out this side, so I'm going to want my camera there. You doing the behind the scenes bit, you should be up there, so you've got my camera, me doing the job, you're further at the back. So this is my setup. This is what I'm going to use today. I'm using an iPhone 6. I'm going to use the rear facing camera because it's better quality than the front facing one. That gives me a bit of a problem though. I can't actually see what's being filmed here. So there is a trick here. You can use windows or reflection to work out whether you're in shot, and I think you find I'm going to be in shot there like so. I think that's correct, yeah? Yeah. Okay, cool. Tom's behind the camera in a minute. I'll show you with him doing the behind the scenes. So that's that there. Now, if you're using a phone, you might find that you actually shake quite a lot, and you're probably wondering why I've got it on a tripod here and I'm holding it up. Well, it's very simple actually. If you use a tripod with a phone or a small handheld device, it actually stabilizes your footage. You see, I'm not shaking nearly as much as I would be if I was holding the camera phone in my hand. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using a tripod, and it's just going to naturally, and I'm not gripping it hard, it's just going to naturally sort of move around. This tripod was 10 quid off of eBay. I've got a mount here which I've nicked off of a selfie stick, which was a couple of quid, and all I'm using here is just a power block, which I reviewed in a previous video, so you go and have a look at that. That just gives me extra power, so I know I'm not going to run out of any power, because when you're videoing on your phone, obviously it consumes a little bit more power. So I think I'm ready to go. I'm just going to record now my introduction, and we'll start the video footage off. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. We're up at the storage site again today, and in today's video we're going to replace okay, stop that. Alright, now I need to go and do the close-ups of what I've bought. So I reckon if I've got stuff there, that I think will be alright, yeah? Alright, let's talk about this bit here. Okay guys, so what I've done is to replace the actual socket in the caravan itself. I think I'm going to go there. About there maybe, a bit low. About there. Okay. Right, so this is the wet locker here, and as you can see this is our power outlet, and this is the problem that we got sound from the up there, so we'll just wait for that to go by. Right, so that's the bulk of the filming done. All I've got to do now to finish our story off is to do a closing bit of gibberish of what I experienced, what issues I had, things to make note of, etc, etc, yeah, and that's the footage done. The only one other thing I want to do is I want to take some pictures of what I've done now, so I can use that later on as a cutaway or as a blended picture, etc. Again, I'm just thinking about the story which I'm building up here. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some photos of what I've achieved here, and we're going to go back over to the car in a minute, and I'm going to do a talkie piece, just saying, well, this is how it was, this is how easy it was, blah blah blah, and that's all I'm going to do now. Right, let's get some photos. Now I know a lot of you are going to say you're using your tripod around the wrong way. There's a very good reason for that, is I can control the tripod from this angle, you see, like that. So when you're doing selfie stuff, you can control it like that, and it doesn't interfere and it doesn't show up on camera at all. So that's the reason why I use it back to front like this. Well, there you go guys, that's it. That's the plug. I think I'm going to restart that one. Okay guys, well there you go, that's it. That's the replacement power outlet in the wet locker, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care now, bye bye. There we go. Okay guys, so that's the end of the recording process. We've captured all the footage. In total it took Tom and me about 45 minutes to gather everything together. The first time we did the video, in fact, it took us a lot longer. It's only through time and experience that we've managed to whittle it down to such a short space of time. So now that we've got all the footage, obviously what we need to do is get back home and start the editing process. And that's going to be the subject of our next video. So that's all from today, and I really thank you for watching this one today. It's probably been the most random video we've created so far, but I hope it's been helpful for you nonetheless, and inspires you to get your camera out and capture some wonderful films for the world to see on YouTube. So until part 2, I'll say goodbye from now, and hope to speak to you again soon. Any questions or any comments, put them down below, and I'm sure I can help you out and answer a few of them for you. So take care guys, speak to you soon, bye bye.